Hey everyone, welcome. It's Dr. Eddie Gonzalez, and I'm going to be going over Module 3 and Module 4 for EDCI 6200, and I'm hoping this clears up kind of any misconceptions or at least gets you pointed in the right direction. Also remember that there are also going to be Zoom meetings to help clarify any of these, any other questions if you have in real time, and those signups are available in Module 3. And if you need to reach out as well, I'll be available if you want to set up a separate time with me. Now, first, we're kind of going to backwards map this a little bit so that you understand the big picture of where this is going to go. And I want you to understand that everything in Module 3, or the majority of what you're doing in Module 3, is going to be helping you out as you go into Module 4. So recognize that the signature assignment first for Module 4, which is not going to be due until 12/15, is the Social Justice and Education Project. And for this, you're going to be writing a literature review. It's worth quite a bit of points. And I want you to see that this is quite a bit of writing that you're going to have to put into it. I can't give you a specific page number, but notice that there's plenty that goes into it. So for your social justice project, you're going to have a topic related to social justice and education. You're going to do an introduction, which could be anywhere to half a page to a page, a history of the topic, which could be anywhere to half a page to a page or two. Then you're going to have diverse perspectives, those in favor, those who critique or problematize, those who have alternative perspectives. This can go anywhere from a page to two or more, ideally 1 to 2. Then patterns and research findings. You're going to find a theme for pattern 1, a theme for pattern 2, a theme for pattern 3. This could go anywhere from a page to 2 pages. And then finally, your future directions and conclusion. And this could be together about a page or a half page to a page each. Now, to do this heavy lifting here, you're basically going to start back here with your article critique, your annotated bibliography and lit review outline, and then any questions that you have in the Zoom meeting. So I outlined it here to hopefully help clarify a little bit on this project. Now, you see here this big blue one. This is going to be due 12/15, and this is kind of the culminating project of the other pieces that are coming out of Module 3. And what I highly suggest that you do is you start the annotated bibliography and the literature review first. What this means is you're going to be going into the online database at CSUB, and you're going to be looking for 20 resources. These could be either books or articles. Now, for these resources, you need to create an abstract of at least 10 of the resources, and then you need to have the other citations there as well. So only for 10 of them, you're going to do an abstract. The abstract is kind of what you would see there at the beginning of the articles as you're looking through them. For 10 of them, you do not have to do the abstract. All of the resources that you're going to get here are going to be the resources that you're going to be able to later use in the social justice and education project. So you actually can start to develop the outline of your literature review based on what you have here. So let's say you're using your topic is going to be I'll say student activism, and then from some of the sources I could pull here, I can get my introduction, I could get my history, and then let's say I have student activism in the 1960s. Maybe that could be in my research finding, that could be an entire subheading here. Maybe I have student activism in higher education. That could be a different pattern here. Maybe I identify another theme as student activism in high school. That could be another theme that I could put here. Student activism in multicultural education. That could be a separate theme that I could find. So I'm constantly pulling out, or I'm looking for 3 solid themes that I can use to pull out from the resources that I have here. And then finally, this is the third one here. This is kind of like a piece that goes into the last one, but it's not going to go directly into your literature review, but you're going to identify an organization that you think does social justice work that you might connect with, and actually conduct a project. And you're going to give a brief description of the mission statement and how you would be able to do that. Now, hopping down here into Module 3, the article critique, what you would do with the article critique is you're going to take one article out of all these 20 and you're going to really dive deep into it and pick it apart. So you're going to give me the title of the article. You're going to give me a summary of the article. Then you're going to start to critique it. You're going to tell me the strengths of the article. So maybe I'm doing an article that used, maybe like 5 participants. Well, that would definitely be like a limitation of the article. But maybe I'm using an article that interviewed, I don't know, we'll say 50 to 60 kids or something. Then that would be like a strength of the article. Or maybe I'm using an article that is a meta-analysis, and it talks about a lot of the area. It kind of shows a collection of all the history. That could be a strength of it. But that's how I break these headings down. And then suggestions for improvements, things that maybe the article could have used as well. And then what future direction the articles could go in. So maybe it talked about how students organize, but I'm thinking, but how does this improve? Could this improve academics of the children as well? And so then I jump into that. So kind of coming back to summarize it, or to kind of wrap it all up and hopefully bring it back home to you. Everything is going to be going into this culminating project, your social justice and education project. You're going to be setting the groundwork for this social justice and education project that's due on 12/15 with the work that's due on 12/1. You're going to set up a literature review. Your literature review is going to have 20 sources, but you only need to annotate 10 of them. 10 of them meaning that you're able to break them down and create an abstract for 10 of those resources. Next, you develop an outline of your literature review. So you begin to collect all of the work and put it together, similar to how you see this outline here. Finally, you go into one article and you really dissect it and break it down. I would choose the article that you think is going to be the most relevant to your topic. So if you really break down this article here and you think that that's going to be the article that can help you knock out most of this diverse perspective section, that's what I would do. So if you have any questions at all, please definitely reach out. Please sign up for the Zoom meetings. They're going to be here in Blackboard. Down here, and those will be I'll have some times next week if you wanted to get started early, but that one's not mandatory. Neither of the specific days are mandatory, but they're all set up so that you can come in and then help me, and I can help you out and answer any of your questions. So next week, 11/25, although I do know that that's mostly everybody's vacations. Then we have 12/2. That's the week after we come back from the vacations. Then 12/3 a Tuesday, and then 12/4 a Wednesday. Again, thank you very much. Reach out if you have any questions.